Alright, so we had server rewards for the Interstellar Bazaar. Um, Make sure before you buy anything, you check your mail. Because under rewards, you will be given 10 points for the regional development, the new mission set, and a 50% off coupons. That way you are getting the best entry into it. Hey, Donut, how you doing today? Game might be a little bit loud. Alright, as you can hear in the background, we have... Make sure you grab this. Make sure you grab this. So, as you can hear in the background, we have a brand new music. Hey, Zane Arena, how you doing today? Welcome, welcome. Hi, Gina. Alright, so going through the store earlier today, it opened up with the brand new Assault Carrier being on the Interstellar Bazaar Lucky Opening. All rewards have already been picked up, so somebody out there has at least one of these. That's pretty cool. We're gonna probably have to do it the hard way, and I don't mind. Alright, so you got a Marshall Core Supply. This is gonna be for the Snow Shard Nanocore. Pretty cool stuff, in actuality. We went through all the stuff on it. Nanocore Snow Shard Activation is what you're going to need. This will provide damage bonuses, flight speed, drone flight speed, and a random debuff of one of these three things, or if you duplicate one of them, it will give you the secondary effect. Oh, yeah, that is a bit weird. Give me a minute. That fix it? Yeah. Alright, so Nanocore Snow Shard gives you all of these damage buffs for your weapons, a flight speed bonus, a drone flight speed bonus, and one of these debuff effects. We went through all of this in the patch notes yesterday. I think it'll be a really good Nanocore for PvP. Yeah, it's definitely a kind of mixed bag here on damage. It's got some pretty good damage and pretty good defensive stuff, so this will be really good for PvP. I did not see any skill points. I will check for the Roarfall Nanocore for you. This will be battleships. Is the Orca in here? Wang Yu is in here. Okay, so no thing there. I personally went for the Snowfall Keys and the Gravitational Wave Graph. 40 of these, I used one of my 50% off coupons. It was about 2,500 AUR. Yep, no SP at all. You've got a lot of, like, Nanocore stuff. But no SP. I was hoping to see something for SP here, but there's just not. if you get 20 keys, you can get yourself the option of a Starbreak Super Core. Alright, legendary. All good. So I'm gonna be trying to get myself the Wyvern Starbreak Core. That is my preferred mana core for the Wyvern. So I'm gonna try to get it. There's a really good PvE event going on, so don't just look at the pay to win, the pay to play events. Go and do the actual event, which is the Sansha invasion stuff. Have fun with that. That's what we're gonna be doing most of today, is the Sansha invasion. Yeah, I was looking at that. Silver Walks. We do have the Force Auxiliaries. We have the Freighters and Jump Freighters. I do not see one there. Three different Lucent Moon Termina Echo. Interesting. Lucent Moon gets 3 different Termina Echo nanocores. I'm not seeing a thing quite yet for the Rourke. Yep, right here. Rourke Star Melody. So the only way you're going to be able to get this is by getting the keys from the regional development, or buying the key boxes. But you do have the option of a Rourke nanocore. It'll be under the Star Melody option. Let me check the brand new one as well. Not that it's going to be useful on a Rourke. Yeah. It is for the Ascendant, though, which is nice. Wow, that's a really weird looking ship, I tell you what. Oh. It's an old nanocore at this point, but I can show it real quick. It is Star Melody, so you're gonna have the Exumadrone mining amount, the ore hold capacity is what you're gonna want. You're gonna want the shield or warp stability. Probably the warp stability. You're also gonna be wanting, like, the mining drone amount, more warp stab, more mining drone amount, command burst fuel is what you want there, and then mining amount here. So, yeah, really good nanocore for the Rourke Ball. That is gonna cost you 8 keys. 2 keys you can get from the Snowfall Key Lucky Draw. These are 1 key for every 20 boxes. You will get 400 Lucky Voucher points as well if you buy 40 of them. With that, let me go to the event page here. Regional development. You will need 20 points to roll 1 time. So, you get 20 pulls for 1 set of boxes. That is one one of these rewards that you would get from 20 pulls. So, if you're lucky, you will be able to get all of the keys pretty easily. If you are very, very lucky, on the regional development page, you can get that capital ship Star Melody core for the Rorqual, or you can get the Termina Echo option. So absolutely, if you're looking for a capital ship option, pick up enough points to try to get yourself the capital core. There may be, like, skill point rewards in here. I did not look. No, it looks like it's all gonna be IP and Lazarus units. You can get yourself the 4 hangar bays as well. So, pretty cool. Alright. Yep, so pretty cool. Decent rewards this time around. What does this give me? Marshall, Allegiance, Snowfall, Dominic's Typhoon, Wang Yu. Yeah, pretty cool. Very interesting. I think the most useful thing for me here would be the development for having the 100,000 IP in it. But I'm not going to pay too much attention to that. I really just need to get my hands on the Capital Core along with the 2, 4, 6, 8. I've got 10 keys here. And then I'd have to get 3 more sets of keys here and 3 more keys. 1 more key. So, it'll take me a little while, but I can do it. Alright, so that will be active until January. But the lucky event will probably end. Let me check on that to be absolutely sure. Yeah, we have 1 month and 11 days to get through all of this. So, January. Alright, so I am going to be starting up a fleet here. For those of you who want in and want to scout, let me know. I want to run as many sites as I can. Hey, Kua, how you doing today? So, if anybody wants to scout for me, I will run the sites, I will loot them, and we can divvy up whatever happens at the end. We are running the brand new event sites, Terrestrial something or other, and then there's also the Vanguard stuff. The Vanguard fleets. If we can find an extra large, that would be incredible. Where is he? Where's my boy Corby? So you want into the fleet, Kua? You want to be a scout? Susie will probably be here in a bit, and she may scout for us as well. Yeah, they do drop C-type modules. We are going to be in high sec, because the event does spawn in high sec. I do know of one location so far. And I don't know how far that's gonna be from us. Let's see here. I don't remember where that was posted. Was that on the court chat? Yeah. Yeah, so what we're looking for is the Sansha Extra Large Recon Fleet. Right now there's also other sites that are spawning called Extraterrestrial something or other.
Undocking.
If you find a site or you want to join in for scouting for me, I can pay you out for the bounty ticks, or if we get like duplicate ore and stuff, or not, or drops, then we will be looking at that. Alright, we're gonna start moving. Through some systems here, see what we can find. 15 sea types in the extraterrestrial thing, yeah. We're gonna head toward every shore or sync liaison, I think. Oh god. We were here. I think we're gonna head toward the Riviera.
Warp drive active.
Going the wrong way, don't mind me. And we will be looking for cosmic anomalies along the way. There's definitely going to be sites that I cannot enter with this ship, I would think, but we'll see what happens. It should be limited to ship size, so the Sansha recon fleets would be small, medium, large, and extra large, but we also have so that's a small. Let's just see. No, I don't believe they spawn at all in Null. I think it's only high sec and low sec. We're gonna try to get the Shanghai in this small Sansha recon fleet. I doubt it'll work. But, given the spaghetti code,
Warp drive
we
active.
might have a chance. These sites are also... I hope these sites are more just the amount that goes through rather than the ship size. But we'll see here. Yeah, so my ship is too large to activate this small recon fleet. So we're gonna go ahead
Autopilot
and try
engaged.
a different one here. I am too fat to go in here. It doesn't...
Warp
it
drive
says
active.
0 out of 2 active users, so it does tell you how many ships can actually enter the gate. That's very cool. Because we're so close to Gina, I'm debating grabbing the, I'm debating grabbing the Allegiance for that one.
Autopilot engaged.
see, I'm pretty much running my same...
Warp drive active.
my same fit as usual with the 3... Hello, TK. How you doing tonight? 3 reds, 3 damage. I think that's going to be more than enough for us. We've also got the command modules to help us out. Hey, Zim, how you doing tonight? Are you going to be a scout for me to find this content? Or are you going to be running it on your own? Nope, I have not been able to find one for the Shanghai quite yet, but we do have an extraterrestrial visitor, so let me go ahead and run that. Yeah, so we're going to be wanting to run the extraterrestrial visitors, and we're going to want to be running the Sansha fleets. I'm going to move some modules here, because I don't really need to see what my fighters are doing. Oh, looks like a couple of people are already in here. Cool.
Autopilot engaged.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and move on. We'll let these people be.
Warp drive active.
And we're just gonna keep heading on our way. Good to see a lot of people out and about. It's probably gonna be a few jumps before we actually get something we can run. I'm debating just doing a sun chaser. You found a launch. Interesting.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, if we find an extra launch, I need to head there immediately. Are you just running in low-sec ASIM? Or are you running through high-sec right now?
Warning, capacitor
Okay,
running
so there's
low.
a medium. I highly doubt that this ship can actually enter the medium. High and low, okay. Like I said, I'm just gonna try all of them when I see them. See what happens. Okay, so this one has 0 out of 4 active users. Okay, I'm still too fat. Yep, definitely gonna need the extra launch.
Autopilot engaged.
Warning, capacitor running low.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, so if you're in a cruiser, heck yeah, get in these Sansha fleets.
Warning, Capacitor running low.
Autopilot engaged. Warp drive active.
See what happens here. At least it's always going to be at the top of the list, so...
Warning.
Oh, God.
Capacitor running low.
Autopilot engaged.
Warning. Capacitor running low.
Don't mind me, this is just an issue of Shanghai. Never has enough
Warp drive active.
capacitor to be moving around these kind of systems. Yeah, we are specifically looking for
Warning.
extraterrestrial
Capacitor running
visitor.
low.
Hello? Yeah, that one's already been done, Corby. I'm halfway across the universe already.
Warning. Capacitor running low.
I'm gonna check out this extraterrestrial, see if anybody's running it.
Warp drive active.
I bet people are. Or are in the middle of it, yeah. Okay, so there's nobody else here. There is one elite, a phantasm.
We're under attack.
Alright. Alright, so we are on aerospace, and I do have my 25,000 DPS. Pretty tanky ships, I will say that. We're gonna end up having like a bunch of stuff scoured throughout the entire universe.
Enemy ships detected. We're
Now,
under
we should
attack.
also, from these elite enemies, I think we are also going to be getting, faction merit. So we're at 1,000 right now. Ooh, there's a large vanguard in Illumin. They've actually got some pretty good damage. Yeah, no changes on points for doing the, regular one, the extraterrestrial. Okay. And these things are pretty tanky, I'll give them that. I probably should have brought, like, a target painter instead of the Nosferatu. And some fighter flight velocity would have been nice. You found an extra large? No. Okay. Damn, my fighters are slow. Okay, so that had 2 waves in it.
Autopilot engaged.
There were no boxes in this site.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, that's pretty good bounty.
Autopilot engaged. Warp drive active.
Yeah, let's see what we've got so far from that. Alright. Pretty good stuff so far. Couple of Sansha debris. Some level 10 ship debris. And a bunch of C-types here. Well, I'm definitely gonna have a stockpile of this stuff at the end.
Warp drive active.
About 65 million in loot. All of these prices are gonna crash. So if you're looking for a bunch of stuff to buy up at a really low cost, consider buying up all of these C-types that you can get your hands on from this event, and reprocess them. Okay, so that's a medium recon. Can't run that. So you'll see here, these are now
Warp drive active.
Navy issue ships. Yeah, given that this event is gonna be 2 weeks of what we've got right now, and then another... What the hell is that? And then another however long of the actual invasion. Could be interesting. Okay, got another visitor.
Warp drive active.
We're under attack.
It also would have been kind of nice to have a grapple on this thing.
Enemy ships detected. We're being warp scrambled. We're being warp scrambled.
I'm gonna dock up after this one and add the speed instead. I think it's pretty difficult to get around these cruisers with my current fighters. And I think I know a reason why. 12 optimal. What do I have mine set for? 9. Okay, so it's fine. I just don't want to keep using the fuel if I can just rely on the speed and application.
Enemy
Okay,
ships
this one had
detected.
3 waves.
We're under attack.
Yeah, air superiority is great, but I don't have any right now. I like seeing the ship variety. I was so tired of seeing the same, like, basic ships, but having, like, the Sansha ships in the mix is pretty cool. Yeah, I definitely... Wow, that was a large module. I don't know what it was, but it took up a lot of space. Okay, wait for our stuff to grab him. Yeah, I'll probably, actually, let me check on the new carrier, because that might be a thing. Ascendance? Ascension? There we are, Ascendant. Requires 100 Sansha capital ship hulls to manufacture that.
Autopilot engaged.
There's not even a station in here.
Autopilot engaged. Warp drive active.
Yeah, it can reach a huge amount of tank as well. And I'm pretty sure it'll have better DPS than the Visago and the Anaconda, definitely. The stats on that Ascendant look really good. Yeah, I'm sure it'll have some access for now. There's an Inquisitor. We're just gonna pass that up. But what we're not gonna pass up is a station. Because I need to swap over some implant stuff.
Warp drive active.
But we're gonna have plenty of Sansha debris. I'll say that much.
Docking request accepted.
Hi, Snoopy. How you doing today? Okay, that should be a lot better for us. We're doing good. We're just looking for the extra large, Sansha fleet. And we're looking for the extraterrestrial stuff.
Autopilot engaged.
You had one run 100 kilometers? That's hilarious. Yeah, I don't think a capital can run the large, but definitely the extra large. Which is the only one I really care about.
Warp drive active.
Okay, so there's a medium here. Do you want into the fleet? Snoopy?
Autopilot engaged. Warp drive
Because you
active.
can run your Cobra through the larges, or you can run the cruiser through your mediums. Okay, got a bounty tick there.
Autopilot engaged.
Yeah, there's a couple that are like really close to Gina, but
Warp drive active.
they all seem to be getting hit pretty hard around there. This should be better. See if I can hit this, extraterrestrial visitor here.
Warp drive active.
What kind of bounty tick did I get there? 34 million for the first one. Cool. So every single one of these extraterrestrials is worth about 34 million. That is correct.
We're under attack.
Yeah, now we're actually applying pretty good damage and speed from our fighters, so... that'll be good.
Enemy ships detected. We're under attack.
What I'm hoping happens here is... I hope I don't have to use my command module to kill the Sansha scout, quickly. Yeah, that's a lot better damage. Now that my fighters can actually follow him and deal with it.
Enemy ships detected. We're being warp scrambled. We're under attack.
Where are you at? Yep. As I come across these sites, I will share them in Fleet. And that way you guys can run the sites that you are suited for. Okay, so that was another 34 million bounty tick there. 37 million, actually. Pretty far away from these guys. I might just use it on this last little portion here. Just to get them in range. Yeah, if you want larges, there's been larges, mediums, smalls. But we'll come across them as we go. Alright.
Autopilot engaged. Warp drive active.
You made it in a bit late.
Autopilot engaged.
Warning, capacitor running low.
Warp drive active.
Like I said, I really hope to find at least one extra large today. That would be really nice. So we can all see what it does. Ah, it's a null. Yeah, good luck.
Warning, capacitor running low. Fleet warp.
What size is that?
Warp drive active.
Medium, okay.
We're under attack. Enemy ships detected. We're under attack. Enemy ships detected. We're being warp scrambled.
Yeah, I would say this would be a pretty good encounter for, like, battleships usually. Especially the tankier battleships, they should be able to handle this. That Sansha scout is going really far away. That's interesting. You said it was 3 people, 22 million. That's not bad. I don't even think it's worth me chasing that down. I have a 48-kilometer range. It's gonna take me so long.
Autopilot engaged. Warp drive active.
What kind of DPS did you have on that new spawn? Is it kind of like a nullsec cyan right now?
Autopilot engaged. Warp drive active.
Yeah, that'd be good. I would really appreciate it. Ooh, there's a launch. I'm going to try to see if the Shanghai can enter a launch. But I doubt it. It'll probably only be the extra launch.
Warp drive active.
Alright, let's see here. Yep, still too fat for a large, so I do have to look for an extra large.
Autopilot engaged. Warp drive active.
I'm debating if I need to fire up 2 of my alts and run like the largest that we come across.
Destination reached.
I need capacitor. Guess we'll just do this the hard way.
Autopilot engaged.
Getting some pretty good bounty ticks for high sec. And pretty often.
Autopilot engaged.
Yeah, I like the tonnage. It's always been a good idea to use tonnage to stop people like me from having access
Warp
to
drive
everything
active.
and give newer players a chance. I wouldn't say that this could be run by a new player, but if you had a fleet of newer players, you could probably do it.
Warp drive active.
I do kind of wish a couple more extra launches were spawning, but like... it's gonna be hard to find an extra launch anyway.
Warp drive active.
Yep, so if you are wanting to join
Warp drive active.
the fleet, let me know. I will get you in. Just make sure that we are sharing our encounters that we come across that we cannot run ourselves. Got a visitor here. That took a lot of capacitor.
Warning, capacitor running low.
Warp drive active.
I'm pretty fine running extraterrestrials until we come across a extra large. Another 37 million in bounty.
We're under attack.
I do find it a little bit weird that the Sansha Scout starts with, like, no health. I'm gonna give him a minute to, catch up to me here. I want them within 48 kilometers of me.
Enemy ships detected. We're being warp scrambled. I do think that if I do this tomorrow, I'll probably jump in a Allegiance, and then I'll also fly the... Is that the one I'm looking for? Ah, it's small. And then I'll probably also fly the Cobras. Okay, so they are very weak to thermal.
Autopilot engaged.
You found an extra large? Jenner?
Warp drive active.
You bet. Where is it?
Destination reached.
Wait, where is that? 14 jumps away? Yeah, are you gonna run that yourself? Or do you want some help? You're gonna try it in yellow, okay. I'm debating whether I just go back through the systems or if I start there and work my way back. I think it's just gonna be better than I... I have no idea where this Stargate is. Oh, it's right above me. The battleship's a 36 million bounty? Oh my. 3.6 million. Okay. That's still really good.
Warning, capacitor running low.
Yep, and it should give merit in the special.
Warp drive active.
It should also provide you LP. If I remember correctly. It sounds like it gives faction merit, empire merit, and LP.
Autopilot engaged.
I've already been through these couple of systems.
Warning, capacitor running low.
Warp drive active.
Warning, capacitor running low.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, so you found a really rare one, Jitter. Only a small portion of the new assault carriers will actually have that shield field module. So you found a really rare spawn.
Warning, capacitor running low.
Autopilot engaged. Warp drive active.
Oh, hell. Oh, God, it's this system. I'm gonna have to wait for my... my cat battery to come back. Nice. How much damage is coming in? Is it a lot? Or is it just more the threat of the nuke?
Autopilot engaged. Warp
Wow.
drive active. Warp drive active.
I'm in a pretty quiet area of space, so maybe I have a chance of finding one pretty soon.
Autopilot engaged. Warp drive active.
Wow, they might cap you out, huh? Are you using a passive fit, or what are you using? I can't remember. Interesting.
Warp drive active.
Well, if you need me to try to jump over there, you need to let me know. Yeah.
Warp drive active.
Well, at least if you do make it through that and you,
We're under attack.
and you get the shield field module, you can mount it to yourself and use it. Or sell it on the market for big money.
Enemy ships detected. We're under attack.
Let's see, what are they on the market now for? Because there's bound to be at least one. Oh, interesting. That's a nice little... So there is not one on the market yet. But you should absolutely try to get what you can out of it. Put it up for 10 billion, 15 billion, 20 billion. I don't know. Somebody will pay for it. 1 trillion. I don't think they'll go that high, but it'll be interesting to see what happens. But I think like 10 or 15 is probably reasonable to start at.
We're under attack.
Yeah, the battleship in here is worth 22 million on a bounty. Oh god, you're almost out of capacitor. Yeah. I'm thinking that if we find another extra large, we both need to be there. Well, I hope you got the shield field module as a drop. Would be kind of cool. I'm thinking if we're both in there, it'll be a lot better for us. Ah, you got listed 3 capital holes. That's unfortunate. Ah, I've got 218 million worth right now.
Autopilot engaged.
Well, save it for the corp, I guess. The 3 capital holes. That's 3 of the 100 that we would need, right?
Warp drive active.
97 more to go. The moon can fit the capital shield field module. I don't believe it uses the other ones.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Warp drive active.
What is that? Launch Vanguard, okay.
Warp drive active.
Oh, is there multiple rooms? Or is it just the one room? I thought it was only the one room. Nice.
Destination reached.
let me change this to my other plan here. Interesting.
Warp drive active.
Is that different? That's what I thought it would do.
Warp drive active.
Was there any, like, scram or disruptor on you during that?
Warp drive active. Warp drive active. Warp drive active.
Yeah, I'm thinking the next time I do a stream of this, I want to try to do it with, the Allegiance and the battleships.
Warp drive active.
Wow, I can't believe there was, like, not a single thing for a while.
Warp drive active.
Okay, there's a medium.
Warp drive active.
There's really not many people that live out this way. In general.
Warp drive active.
Alright.
Warp drive active.
You swap into a different ship, Snoopy? Cobra's the way to go.
Warp drive active.
There's been a few smalls, an okay amount of mediums, a lot of large encounters.
We're under attack.
This will be one with the 3 waves, I believe. I probably should have dropped off my loot. Yeah, definitely want to see the launch. At some point.
Enemy ships detected. We're under attack.
I will say that these things are definitely more difficult than, like, Dormant Realm kind of enemies.
Enemy ships detected.
This actually does have some decent loot.
We're being
Um,
warp scrambled.
This is what I've gotten so far from all of the, extraterrestrial stuff. You'll see a lot of C-types in here. Particularly, like, the small afterburners are quite expensive if you get one. But in the Inquisitor, if it's an advanced Inquisitor, it'll be really good. Regular Inquisitor is only okay. So far I've seen about 300 million worth of loot, but that price is gonna tank once people start putting this stuff on the market. It's gonna be a really long time before, like, laser stuff can do anything. Oh, there's no... I'll come back to this, I need to loot.
Warp drive active. Docking request accepted. Undocking.
Waiting for that warp prep.
Warp drive active.
We're under attack.
Right, if we don't manage to find, one more extra large in the next, like, half hour or so, I'll probably call it there for today. So that one wreck that I just looted,
Warp
that's
drive
everything
active.
I got from that one wreck. Or two. I guess it might have been two.
Warp drive active. Warp drive active. Warp drive active.
Okay, let's go ahead and find our way to a different set of systems.
Warning, capacitor running low.
I feel like I've been all over there and just haven't found anything.
Warning, capacitor running low.
Like I said, I'll probably
Warp
go for
drive
another like
active.
30 minutes. And see what we can find.
Warning, capacitor running low.
Yeah, he was really lucky in finding an extra large. He's even more lucky to actually have
Warp
finished
drive
it.
active.
It sounds like the extra large really needs multiple people. I mean, I've been through, what is it, like 30 or 40 systems now? And I've only found small, mediums, and larges. And the new encounter things. Actually, let's see what the actual new encounters are. There should be new ones, right? I don't mind going and doing a 5.5. Let's head to this one.
Warp drive active.
Well, I haven't been able to find an extra large, but the Schnippy's been running the smalls or mediums, I can't remember. And Jenner found an extra large. The other things that spawn, the extraterrestrial ones, they're dropping C-type loot.
Warp drive active.
A bunch of lasers, a bunch of stuff. Let's see if I can find one. So this was a bunch of the C-type loot that I dropped off. It's got Sansha stuff. And this is all from the extraterrestrial things that are spawning. Seems pretty good. Let me show you the bounties we've been getting.
Warp drive active.
So, 37, 30, 37, 37, 37, 34. Yeah, there's definitely more that are spawning in low sec and null sec. And you can see we found a lot of large spawns. Jenner found an extra large. But there are a lot of more of the large spawns.
Warp drive active.
And just like I expected, it was limited, in ship size for each one. So smalls will only let frigates and destroyers, mediums will only put cruisers and battle cruisers, large is for
Warp drive
battleships,
active.
and extra large is for capitals. So if you are a small ship pilot, there is stuff for you to do. Thank you.
Warp drive active.
Well, I can run an Inquisitor. That'll be fine.
Warp drive active.
I've seen like 2 regular Inquisitors today. It's not very exciting.
Warp drive active.
Cyan. I'm not gonna take his loot. I'm gonna be a good person.
Warp drive active. Warp drive active.
Yeah, there's one of those large fleets. Which I still can't run.
Warp drive active. Warp drive active.
I do not want to enter the 0.4. My bad. I thought I was doing something else. Alright. Yeah, that was asking for trouble. That's 9.2 light years. That's 7.3. And I need fuel for that. Anything? Anything?
Warp drive active.
Man, I just haven't seen anything. Even the extraterrestrial ones, aren't so active right now.
Warp drive active.
I've got a few more jumps left in me. After that, I'm gonna dock up for the day.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, good luck. You've got a lot of options there. We've got every single one of them listed in Fleet Chat. There's just nothing.
Warp drive active.
Nice.
Warp drive active.
Alright, so what do you get from this? You get a key, you get 400 points, and $1.8 million. Interesting. Alright, I think that's gonna be it for me today. I'm just gonna dock up here. Thank you all so much for joining me today on this early stream. There may be another one later today. Depends on how I
Warp
feel.
drive active.
But it was pretty cool. Lots of good loot. The extraterrestrial encounters are nice. Let me just check one more time to see if the new missions are spawning.
Docking request accepted.
I don't see anything there. Yeah, nothing new there. Alright. Well, thank you all so much for joining me, and I will see you on the next one. Take care, and be safe.